Hey guys, getting ready to head down the mountain a little ways and cut some more timber in a forest that I believe is infested with Bigfoot Sasquatch. This is going to be my third day. I've already gotten a couple truckloads. I've got my saw fueled up, bars lubed up, truck's packed. I'm going to take the phone with me because I'm also taking some other equipment with me. We're going to see if I can confirm a suspicion. Yesterday, our second day in the forest, we did hear tree knocks, and the owner of the property heard it as well. He looked up when my beautiful bride Dearly, aka Giggly Girl, and myself heard it. Dearly's not with me today. She conveniently scheduled a play date with some of her friends after hearing that tree knock yesterday. She does not like being around these things. It's already 90 degrees. It's very humid, so I'm not going to push myself today with this wood, but I'm taking the camera with me. I'm going to set it up. The goal is to actually not talk, but just kind of record footage of what may or may not be going on in the background behind me. So as always, get my 6. And by the way, I'm using about a 2-year-old Pull & Pro 18-incher. Everybody always asks how that saw does. It's doing great. I got out there yesterday, and where we're cutting, the guy had some huge red oak and white oak trees taken down by a recent storm. And I got out there with my little 18-inch Pull & Pro, and there was 3 guys already there working together. They had 24-inch steels and a 20-inch steel. One guy's about my age, late 40s. Other guy, early 30s. Other guy, late 20s. And they were just going on and on about how they wouldn't own a pull-in, how much my saw sucked. I was like, oh, okay, well, that's great, guys. So good luck. Maybe I'll get a steel, because I am thinking about it. So they get to cutting, and they got there first. So they get to cut this big, huge log right beside the road. It's first come, first serve on this guy's property. And I don't blame him because he just needs to get rid of the trees. So I take my little 18-inch pull-in, walk way down over the hill, about 80 yards down over the hill, and start topping off some of the trees down there. I was out there for about an hour, got my truckload, got the truck packed, walked by those guys with their steels, the 24-inchers, one, and then 220s. Those guys are sitting there on their tailgate just huffing and puffing. They got about half a load, and they're looking at me like I'm some sort of either crazy guy or Superman. I just smirked, and I said, well, it's okay, guys. At least your steels are in shape. Okay, I'm going to drive down the road now. We had a really cute visitor this morning, so while I'm driving down the road, take about 30 or 40 seconds and check out our morning visitor. There's our morning visitor. One of them. She can hear me through the glass. See? Isn't that amazing? What keen senses they have. All right, kid, go back to eating my trees. Get my 6. Gotta watch on the other side of this log. There's something over there weaving around. So you're not gonna be able to see me, but I'm not what you're looking for. Wow. I've used that line before. All right, see if we can get you set up here. Yeah, watch over here for movement. Guys, it's too hot to be out here doing this. It's 90 degrees, humid as can be. Yeah, I see it. Keep your eyes on it and see if it moves. I'm going to start loading up some of this small stuff I got. I figured since I'm out here, I'd get half a truckload anyway. But I've hit the mother load. What you're hearing over there is an actual professional tree removal service, taking a giant oak off of somebody's house. I talked to them. They're going to bring me an entire dump truck load of oak later, that one they're cutting up there, and they said they can bring me all the wood I ever want for free. So, been out here doing some hard work, but it's only taken 3 days to get a free lifetime supply of firewood, it looks like. Because remember what Yogi Berra said, people, the harder I work, the luckier I get. You got to be out there beating the bushes to make these things happen. Now, get my 6. The tree removal people said they have to pay to dump their wood unless they take it to a landfill, and they hate to waste it. So they find people like me that burn. They love to give it to them for free. So what a blessing to meet those folks today. Keep watching. Remember, don't watch me. Watch the background. All I'm doing is carrying wood. Need to drink some water. What's that? Guys, we got a gray at the end of this driveway. I'm gonna flip the phone and zoom. What in the heck is this thing? Down there at the base of that tree. It's been sitting down there watching me this whole time. See it? Guys, this is as far as I can zoom, and I can't go down there because that's another property and I don't have permission. But that thing has been sitting down there watching me load this wood. What in the name of all things holy is that? Guys, I think we got one right there. Down there, look. This is a commercial-sized dump truck load of red oak or white oak firewood. It's going to be enough firewood for a decade. Timber. So guys, here's my dump truck load, shall I say my first dump truck load full of oak I just scored. These guys are going out to get me another load of stuff that's quite a bit smaller, that's probably much better size to cut up for firewood. This stuff is huge. You want to see how huge? Let me flip the phone and sit beside it and give you an idea. Look at this. I'm sitting here on my butt on the ground, and this thing with me sitting down is way up here. If I stand up, look at that. It's this stuff, it's up past my waist. This is halfway up my belly. Stuff's almost as tall as my kid and my wife. Guys, listen. If you live in Central Virginia, okay, this stuff was given to me by a wonderful man and his grandson. The old man was running the company for 43 years. Turned it over to his grandson just a couple years ago. Fant, F-A-N-T, Tree Removal Services. I need to look them up online to be specific, but they're out of Madison County, Virginia. Okay, so if you're in Madison, Culpeper, Greene, Orange, Albemarle County, where of course Charlottesville is, you need trees taken down, you have storm damage, you need these guys' services. These are good people. Look them up on the internet, contact them. They do good work, been doing it for 43 years, and they thought it was too hot for me, this guy, to be out there cutting firewood on my own. So they said, you go home and get in the air conditioner, we're going to bring it to you. People like this, they're out there, seem to be harder and harder to find these days, but Fant Services are some of those people. Now, let me go up here and sit in the shade and let me tell you about what that thing was down there at the end of that driveway. Here's my pile. Here's my 2.5 loads I got the last couple days. Big difference between that pile and the pile that Fant just brought me, huh? Those guys wouldn't even take gas money from me. Amazing people. I'm telling you, if you're in Central Virginia, you need their services, call them. So, here's the deal. When I was recording the end of the driveway down at the other property, the property owner where I was doing the work was coming out because he saw that I'd loaded up the wood and I was getting ready to leave. And so I stopped recording. I went over to talk to him, and I told him earlier that those other guys were going to bring me wood. And so he said, hey, if you don't want to come back until fall, if I have any left in, or says, I don't blame you for not coming back in this heat. And I told him, I said, well, I guess I'm not going to, because I'm getting dump truck loads of it brought to me now. So thanks for giving me what you did. I really appreciate it. And he said, hey, thanks for taking what you took. And he had some other guys coming out to get some more. So he's probably going to have his tree problem taken care of by the end of the summer. And I told him, you know, if you still have some come fall and you want it taken out, just tell me. I'll come back and I'll get it and I'll take it, even though I have plenty. You help me, I don't mind helping you. And he said, thanks. Then I said, by the way, your neighbor has a very odd-looking garden gnome or lawn ornament up here at the end of the drive. And he said, there's no lawn ornament at the end of the drive. I said, yeah, way down there at the end of the drive, there's a big tree. It looks like it has like a big black mark on the bottom. It looked like a grayish garden gnome just sitting there. There's a bumblebee. Whoa, one of these stung me 3 times last week. Angry bumblebees. It's gone. Okay, so he walks out in the drive And he looks down, he goes, that tree? And I said, yeah, that gray thing right there, like at the black spot of the tree. And I point, and it's gone. Okay, I don't know if you were able to see it when I zoomed, but it looked like it even had like a domed head, like a mushroom or something. I said it looked like there was something like sitting there kneeling, holding its knees, just kind of watching me load wood, and I just assumed it was a garden gnome. And he said, well, it would have had to have been a pretty big garden gnome if it looked like it was squatting there. And I said, why? And he said, that tree, you can't tell from this distance, but that's the biggest tree in this area. It's bigger than any of my trees that fell. He said, that thing is probably 6 feet wide. So if there was something crouched down and kneeling, it had to be 3 feet wide itself. And that black spot where it looked like it was almost the top, he said that black spot on that tree is bigger than him. And he's about 6 feet tall. So guys, another successful video. Not just because we may or may not have captured what that may or may not have been. But I mean, got a huge payoff. Big payoff with unlimited free hardwood, firewood for as long as I want it. These guys are great. They told me they'll bring it until I tell them to stop. They said once I have enough, text them. I'm not planning on texting them anytime soon. I got 6 acres out here. I mean, I'm not going to become a hoarder, but I can take a lot of firewood. I'm not going to be greedy, though. Once I have enough, I'll let them take it to somebody else. But, guys, if you need their services, Fant Tree Services in Madison, Virginia, Madison County. Covers Culpeper, Madison, Orange, Green, Albemarle County. Good folks. Thanks for being here with me for another video from Homesteading Off the Grid. Another episode of PBS. I'm hearing footsteps, but there's no one here but me. The potential Bigfoot Sasquatch show.